Welcome, everyone, to the MedSpa Accelerator podcast brought to you by Everbowl Marketing, the go-to resource so you can get the latest hacks and best practices so that you can market and grow a profitable medical aesthetics practice. Welcome, everyone, to the 46th episode of the MedSpa Accelerator podcast. It's the holiday season, and we're super excited to be here with you guys today.
Yes. Thanksgiving might not have passed yet, but we're not starting a debate here.
We're in that holiday spirit, you know what I mean?
Yes. We actually got our first cold front, really cold front here in South Texas. So we're excited. It is, however, the season that you need to start planning if you have not already.
Yeah, so today's episode is titled MedSpa Marketing Strategies to Slay the Holiday Season. All right. So we're going to be talking about how you can best prepare for the holiday season so you can really capitalize on really growing your business a lot of the times, because we do see an influx of revenue that tends to come into the med spas if you do things right. And then a lot of the times, at the start of the year, January, February, sometimes even March can be a little bit slower because, people just spend a ton of money during the holiday season. So they might not be as ready to go back and spend some more. So we really want to try to make this a good quarter, so that it can kind of extend, all the way to the first quarter of the new year. So we want to make sure we capitalize on it. So we're going to be talking about some ideas, some trends that we've seen, and giving you guys the scoop.
Yeah,
all right.
To take advantage of this season and make sure you are ready for it. There is a lot of opportunity out there, so we definitely want to give you some of the tools here.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive right in.
Yes. So the first one is timing. Definitely, like we said at the beginning, this is the season where you can start planning. Actually, the best season to start planning for your holiday specials should be at the start of the fourth quarter or even the third quarter. That way you can know what's going on. If you start planning even earlier, you can already have a momentum, a relationship with your customers. So when the time comes for you to sell them a holiday special, it's not such a big transaction, or a big burden to go through. They're ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, people are in the mindset of spending money, right? So Black Friday, and then obviously we got holidays like Christmas and stuff like that. A lot of gift giving that's going to be going down.
Yeah.
So try to capitalize on that mindset. You know what I mean? Obviously we want people to shift some of those dollars our way, right?
Yes. And not only are they in the mindset of gift giving, but also of getting ready themselves for the holidays.
Yeah.
So this is the season where a lot of people are going to see, even before actually December starts, for Thanksgiving. People is when they see their families, they have Friendsgiving stuff. So they want to make sure that they look good, they look better than they did last year, and kind of have everybody thinking what did you do? You look great.
You look a year younger.
Yes. So this is the chance where you can offer your services and make sure you have those type of mindsets in mind when you're creating your strategy.
Awesome. So what is the first thing we should be doing? Planning.
Yes. I cannot express this enough because
which I'm totally bad
at. No. I'm just better at it. I'm kidding. No, definitely planning and planning with time. Planning with enough time for you to have every little step of the process figured out. And this includes not only planning your specials, slapping them in an email and sending them, but it actually means how are you going to convey this message to your people? How is your staff involved in every step of the way? How does your customer journey look? This is a great moment for you to make sure and plan out how the moment that somebody comes in through the door or even sees you in social media, what is the process that you are taking them in order to become a client, stay a loyal customer for years to come. So if you go back into planning how these specials are going to work for them, and right now everybody's looking for specials because it is that season, right? Everybody's going to be like, Black Friday's coming. I want to go to my favorite places and get those sweet deals. Yes. So you want to make sure that you stand out from the crowd and I think the best advice is make sure that your sale comes or special comes with an emotion. So that way you are not just some discount place and it cheapens your product, but you're actually somebody that enlarges the experience.
Yeah, really good stuff.
So definitely planning and planning early. I cannot emphasize this enough. Make sure you have everything. If you have an array of products that is pretty wide, then do you want to have separate specials for each one of them? Do you want to have
the 13, or is it like
the 12 days,
the 12 days of Christmas
or the
type of
12
thing?
days of specials?
Yeah,
Yes.
like you want to be creative with it, right? I mean, definitely also Black Friday, you guys can be very creative with that one as well.
Definitely.
And take advantage of it.
Definitely. And we'll talk a little bit more of like specifics that you can do and some fun ideas that we have and we've done and we've seen how they work.
Yeah.
But a little bit at the end of the
Yes.
episode. Also, don't forget about your existing customers. So when you're planning everything around the holiday season, like I said, you want to target the people that are gift giving, the people that want to buy something for themselves to look great during the season, and you also want to think about your existing customers. So it's not only about getting new people in through the door, but actually bringing people back.
Yeah.
So you want to think about membership programs, packages, everything that might entice them to come back.
Yeah, I think like gift giving as giving a gift of a membership, I think could be something really good. Especially this could be a really great time for you guys to extend your membership program, right? So I think that would be really good. And then, like Billy was saying, you don't want to forget about your existing customers. I would even say that you should emphasize your existing
Definitely.
customers.
Make them feel like VIPs.
Yeah, make them feel good. And we'll talk about why a little bit towards the end here and kind of some of the trends that we've seen. But then also leverage your current database to see about how maybe you can actually extend it by some type of referral program or something along, or like creating a special where maybe it is more related to gift giving, so that way you can leverage your existing database to acquire a new customer, right? So that's another kind of interesting thing you guys could potentially do.
Yeah, I love that. So we're going to talk a little bit about customer behavior during this season. And like we said, you want to think about all of the personas out there. And we talked about the buyers we will talk a little bit more about the buyer's persona in next episode. But basically, it's just the person that comes and is your ideal customer and the people that are actually going to be buying your services, which might actually be different than the person you're usually used to. So in this case, if your main customer base is women, you might actually want to think about targeting the men or targeting their spouses, because they might be wanting to give them something it might be like a facial or a massage or whatever service you might have that maybe the women have been talking about, hint hint, and wanting to give them something. So you want to think outside the box and also talk to that person in your social media posts, in your email marketing, stuff like that.
Yes.
So also you want to think about all the different types of people out there, right? So you have your early birds, you have the people that are planning way in advance, your OCD people that want to have that perfect gift for that special someone and have it ready before Thanksgiving. And you also have those last minute sales. So you want to make sure you have something that is available and ready for them to purchase. Maybe they forgot somebody at the last minute and they want to make sure they have something amazing to give, and what best than you coming to the rescue for them and having those things ready, especially in our type of business when you're giving a service, so it might not actually be a physical product. So it is something, like they can have like the coupons of love or stuff like that you can make something really nice, simple, that you can have it printed out, ready to go, make it look really nice in a little gift bag, and that is something they can just pick up real quick and send it over and give it to them.
Yeah, I mean, gift cards are obviously a really simple and easy one, but especially for those type of people that are going to be spending with you last minute. I think last year we ran a gift card campaign for one of our clients, and we were running it about I think 2 to 3 weeks before the holiday season, but the last 3 days of before, I think Christmas, sales spiked, you know,
Yes.
and the cool thing
Even the
is,
day after, wasn't it? I think it was the
yeah,
26th, so we were
you're
getting
right.
some amazing
And
sales.
the cool thing is that, like you know, like we were saying, you want to make sure that you have it available, and especially if you can have something like online, like somebody can actually purchase it
Make
online
it
and give
so
you
easy.
money online, then that's going to be a really convenient way for you to make some cash. And then gift cards, it's gift cards, you know, like people buy it. I bought we you know I remember like 2 years ago we bought one for my mom and she
Oh
never
yeah.
even used it.
I know.
So it's good, you
You
guys
will
making some
always
money
have
there.
those type of customers that
Yeah.
they might forget about it and never come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why you need to be make sure you're aware of every type of person and audience that you will be encountering during this season, what you've encountered in the past, and make sure you have specials for all of them.
Yeah.
So, based off of your marketing, we want to make sure we use all of our channels. And what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, so leverage everything that you have at your disposal. I mean, obviously, if you build up your social media, then leverage that, right? You know, you want to be connecting with your customers in every single way, or you can, right? So if you got social media, use it to build brand awareness and get your message out, get your promotions going. Make sure you to not be afraid to uh, post consistently. I guess I want to say in
Yeah.
regards to that, because just because you post once doesn't mean that everybody's going to see it. Only a small percentage will see it. So don't forget to post an image, then post a video about it, then post another video talking about one of those specials specifically, maybe a testimonial, maybe you doing like an actual treatment, and then another image or something like that. So don't be afraid, I would say, to post like post about the same thing but through in different ways, right?
Right.
So that could be a really great way for you to go about it, so you can build kind of the brand awareness, and then also you're actually promoting those specific specials for the holiday season, right? Another one is going to be obviously your email marketing. We
That's
said
huge.
leverage your database, send out emails in regards to your specials. And I would even say, in most cases, you don't want to be sending out too many emails. But since I think people really expect it during the holiday season, it's okay for you to maybe send a little bit more. You know your audience. You kind of feel it out what you think would be good. But you can at least start kind of sending those emails out to start reminding people. But make sure that you have a strong call to action with those emails and you direct them to where you want them to go, right? Because if
Right.
it's confusing, if they don't know what to do, then you're going to lose potential sales in that, okay?
Definitely. And just expect for this season to actually have like lower open rates. So sending a few more than you're used to, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Next is just your in-store marketing. So obviously you want to jazz up the place, right? Give it that,
Yeah.
holiday season spirit,
Spirit.
right?
Yes.
And then don't forget your in-store like actual marketing, right? So you make sure you want to, if you have like flyers or little brochures or different things like that that you have inside of the practice that you're just giving to people that come in, so make sure that those are there and that they're aware of it. To make sure that your staff
Oh, yeah, that's
actually
huge.
is verbally telling the people that they're meeting greeting, or that they're actually, obviously doing like a treatment
A
on or whatever.
consultation.
Yeah, let them know that there's, these gift cards, there's these referral programs, whatever it might be, so that we can bring in more people and get those sales up. The
Definitely.
next thing is just going to be your text
Text
message
marketing.
marketing, right? So obviously, email's great, but text message is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No
so
doubt about
text
it.
message is going to get, those open rates that email is not getting right now, and it's going to put more eyeballs in front of your your special promotion. So make sure use it the same way as email. Change your tack a little bit. Obviously, you don't want some
Right.
super long message, right? Short is always better. Short and
Adding
personal.
an image is a
Yeah,
great
you
one.
can send an image through text. So that could be a really great way for you to send out that flyer through text and get the word out, right?
You can just send them a quick link with a landing page with your specials and make
Yeah.
it super easy and simple for them to just click. And in a few clicks, you'll have the
You
money.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last is ads and retargeting campaigns. So I want to say retargeting campaigns are probably going to be your best bet. And we're going to talk a little about this in our next section in regards to the trends. But one of the things that you will experience in during this holiday season is that advertising will get a little bit more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So just make sure you plan for that and just be aware of it. Don't let it kind of just don't put all your eggs, I'm sorry, in one basket, and don't let that be advertising, because you're not going to get the result. If you're used to getting, so many leads every other month, but then you hit the holiday season and you get 30 to 50% less, it is expected, and your cost per lead is going to go up, and you're going to get less leads as a default of that, right?
Everybody's advertising.
Everybody's advertising. E-commerce businesses are spending a ton of money, and then Fortune 500 companies are spending even more money. And so small timers like us, right? Like, we get bought out because all these big companies pre-purchase their ad spend. So they get it at a cheaper cost during this holiday season. So Black Friday, obviously the holidays. Now, not the whole month is dead, but there will be specific times during the month where it just not good. Even last year during Black Friday, I think Facebook ads kind of blacked out. It was like a blackout for like a day or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so he did go out, and there was some issues there. Hopefully that's been fixed. Actually, today there's an issue with Facebook, so don't know what's going on with that. But
so expect to have a lot of competition, and that's why we were saying at the beginning, it's if you're planning for your holiday season way in advance, you're already nurturing your audience, so when the time comes in the holiday season, you're not starting from like zero trying to bring in new people, because to be honest, sometimes we can't even compete with all these other businesses that are spending thousands of dollars in advertising.
Millions of dollars.
Or millions of dollars, So your best bet is actually retargeting your own people, bringing the people that have already seen you and know you and trust you, and bring them back in.
Yeah. A good strategy is, if you already build up an audience inside of like social media, it's a good, like, you can retarget those people. And actually, because you already build this affinity with them, advertising to them should be a little bit more affordable. So you can definitely try doing that as well. Get your internal list uploaded to Facebook and advertise to those people is another good option that you can do as well. So just keep that in mind. Be prepared for the competition, like we were saying, right? Campaigns will be more expensive. Even now, like during this time of November, normally Thanksgiving is on the 24th, right?
Oh, this year is the 28th.
Yes, normally it's on the 24th, but this year it's on the 28th. So what does that mean? That means that there's less days when like Black Friday is supposed to be going on. Right before, it's like it was on the 24th, and you still had 6 more days where people would actually just still buy a ton, because sometimes those Black Friday specials get extended, right? This time there's only 3. Guess what? There's only 3 days. So now that means that the businesses are actually going to start advertising a lot sooner, because there's less time that they have to make sure that they get all those sales in. So that's another thing that's happening this year that is distinctively different from last year, because Thanksgiving falls on the 28th. So you want to keep that in mind, right? So don't freak out, but just prepare for it. You know what I mean? Like, stay calm, prepare for it. And then another great way is like that you can try to lower your cost per lead and stuff. Like, just have a great offer. The better offer that you have, the sooner that you're going to be doing advertising and promoting that offer, the better result you're going to get. So
which brings us to our next subject, which is how to build your specials.
Ooh, yeah, you had some good stuff for this. Go for it.
So actually, we get it a lot. We are a niche where this is, I don't want to say like an expensive product, but it is a high-end product, right? So a lot of MedSpas don't want to give out 1,000 specials and make it look like they are going out of sale, So you want to keep it classy, you want to keep it good, you want to keep it attractive. And one of the main things that you need to think when you're creating your special is that you want to make sure that it is a one idea, it has one benefit, and it has an emotion behind it. So when you're giving that special, you want to make sure that the idea you convey is, what is this product or service for, right? If it's a facial, what is it going to look like? And when you are conveying this benefit, it might be to whoever is buying it so they can give it to somebody else. So the happiness you get when you see that other person getting that facial, getting that cool sculpting treatment, whatever that looks like, and then the emotion behind it. So definitely that happiness, right? That happiness of gift giving, or if it is somebody that's purchasing for themselves because they want to look good, that emotion that they are going to get whenever, you know, they have no more wrinkles because you made them look amazing. So make sure that when you are thinking about your special, you have these 3 elements within that. So the other thing that I wanted to say is some of the questions that you can ask yourself when you're creating your special, and make sure that it makes sense to you. So one of them is, if you've been open for a while, what has worked in the past? What do people like, and what do people actually come to buy? So if you already know that during this season, maybe like fillers or injectables are really big, then you can either have a special on that, or attach this one service that you already know people come to, and attach a special service to it. Something that might not be selling as much.
Yeah, you can also have something that is kind of complements the filler, or maybe you're doing, for example, cold sculpting, and then you give them some type of skin tightening value add, because they both complement each other, right? So those would be some really good examples of things that you can do to not diminish the value of what you're selling, but adding value, right? And still making it something that's very attractive, But you can try being as creative as possible with it, because, you want to stand out.
Yeah, this is the season where everybody's putting out their sales and specials, and people actually expect it. So make sure that you can stand out, and you can add little things here and there. So make sure, what is it like your brand and your business stand for? So if it is, something that specifically comes out from you guys, maybe you can create your whole campaign around a hashtag, because a hashtag can be so versatile, and it engages people. They want to share it. They want to make sure that they are part of that community. So little things like that you can just make sure to add on to your special, and it just kind of stands out from the crowd.
Yeah. All right, so let's gonna dive into some ideas to try for the holiday season, right? So the first one is very, you're doing it events, okay? You wanna, people are already expecting to go out. They obviously want to look good, and so why not get them to your spa where they can look great and have some fun with you guys, and improve upon that, make some investments or buy some gifts for the holiday season. So events are a really great way for you to capitalize and try to bring in a lot of revenue. If you haven't heard our episode about events, make sure to check that out so you can make sure you make it a successful one.
Yes, and the thing about events too is this is also a season where people start getting pretty busy, because they have their work parties and their spouses'
or they go on
work
vacation
parties.
too. They go visit their family or something like that.
Right, they have family parties and friend parties. So definitely that's why we say plan way in ahead. You want to have your event pretty sooner than later. Just to make sure that you still have people there that are interested. They might be purchasing something for themselves to look better whenever they go to these parties, gift giving, or they still have that
funds.
Funds, yes. I didn't know what was the best way to say it, but some funds available. They have not maybe bought their entire Christmas list yet, or they're considering you for that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I just thought of?
What?
Making a top 10 MedSpa gift ideas list.
Yes.
That could be a good social media post.
Actually,
and then you attach your specials on it.
Yeah.
And then, because for me, it's like, hey, this is what you would want to give like your wife or girlfriend.
Actually, I was gonna talk about that one in a little bit, like a gift guide, and that one is so good. And even if you actually have the time and funds for this, if you can get an influencer to list you as part of their gift guide, that's huge. Influencers can make they can have a great advantage in your business and in your marketing. So if you can get somebody to refer you, your business, your service as a gift guide, like within their gift guide, that's gonna be amazing for your business. But you can also do something inbound and make like the best gift for your mom or for your wife, for your spouse, whatever, right?
Nice.
That looks like.
Yeah, for your husband, you know.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Yes. So the next one is just giveaways. So I mean, giveaways very straightforward. You can even have it as part of your event, right? But and that's another great way for you to generate leads. That's not actually going to cost you a lot of money. So it's another way for you to do advertising, and that should work really, really well. Elf on the Shelf. We've had one of our clients do this before. Make that pretty fun. Do you recall how that went?
Yeah, that was really good. This wasn't too much to bring in a lot of people, but we used the elf little ways here and there. So the little elf was like hugging some Restline, some Botox. So it was like a fun way for them to send out what their specials were for that day. I think they did the 12 Days of Christmas in combination with the elf. So every day their staff would have a picture of the elf found somewhere.
Around the spa.
Around the spa.
And that was the special of the day.
Yes, that was the special of the day. And they even made it more fun. Well, we helped them make it more fun because we talked as if we were the elf. We even added a riddle the day before so people could like guess what the next special was.
And if they guess, they win something. You know, so there's your giveaway, right?
Yes. I mean, you can add so many layers to this, right?
Yeah.
You can make it as fun as you want. You can have your staff really
get
engaged with this as well and have fun with it. That's going to be, yes, a lot of, another one of our clients had, like, they actually themselves dressed as elves, and they were the elves of the
You're trying
office.
to compete for attention, guys. So, hey, everything's game.
Yes, and everything can be so cute this season, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the sky's the limit.
You dress up as a turkey. No, don't do that. So the 12 Days of Beauty, the 12 Days of Christmas, right?
Yes.
We talked about that. Packages. So we talked about kind of value adding stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of the times people don't really know exactly what they need, and they know, okay, this is what I want, but I don't know what service I need. So they might not, if you just say like, oh, 50% off Fraxel, I mean, that doesn't really mean much to somebody that doesn't know what Fraxel is. But if you actually say, hey, do you want to tighten your skin? Do you want to look like 20 years younger? Then this is what you need, right?
Yeah.
So try to make sure that you also say it in words that people can understand and create a package for that. So if this is their goal, this is what you need. And it could be a set of facials or a set of facials with something else, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Memberships, we talked about that one a little bit, but I mean, it's a great time to gift a membership or just to get people to buy into a membership. So if you don't have your membership packages, work on them, guys, because it is the holy grail of any type of business, you know, so
Yes.
do that. It's a great idea. Gift cards, again, we talked about that already, but you want to make sure you have those available. Make sure people can purchase those online, and that's going to be really good for you guys as well. And then referral gifts.
Yes. So this one is, you can use it in so many different ways, right? But a huge one is you can just add something as simple as, do you want $150? Everyone's gonna say like, yes. Well, if every time you bring a friend, you can get $15 in your account. So if you bring so many friends, you get $150 in your account.
Nice.
Right?
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah. So simple. People like to play that game. If they already love you and they love your services, it is pretty simple for me, if I get that, to, hey, I'll tell my best friend, do you want to go? Maybe we have a party next week. Do you want to go together, get some facials done? Yeah, let's do it. I get a benefit. She might get a benefit too if you make it that way.
Yeah.
So it is a great way for you to not only expand your business and get new people through the door, but you keep your current customers really happy.
Yeah. So
there's so many ideas you can do.
There's a lot of things you guys can do.
Talking.
I mean, go to Google, search for it, and then get inspired with other people are doing. I'm sure if you go to Pinterest too, you could probably find like a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah.
For you guys to
Just
do.
don't get too overwhelmed with this. That's why we say planning is key. I would say if you are starting to feel overwhelmed because there's so many things out there that you can do, just choose one and make sure that you use that one in all of your channels. So make sure you use all of your different types of marketing, your advertising, your text marketing, your email marketing, your social media marketing, and make sure you spread the word out, because it's better for you to have just one and spread it out good rather than have so many and nobody know about them.
Yeah. All right, guys. So there you have it. We hope you found that insightful and you enjoyed the content. We take it with you. Make sure to review it. Like Billy said, start with one thing and figure out how you can make this the best time of the year for you, right?
And your business.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Catch us on the next episode, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Hey guys, so we wanted just to also let you know the Patient Gem giveaway is officially over. So keep an eye out on your emails. We're going to be reaching out to you via email to our 3 lucky winners, guys. We're super excited to get you guys on board and get you to start experimenting with Patient Gem and really helping you make some money with it too.
Yeah.
For those of you that didn't win,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much for participating, first of all.
For listening.
And listening. And we're actually going to have a little gift for you as well. So make sure that you check your email too. And hopefully you guys want to take advantage of that. If you have any questions or anything else comes up, please let us know, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.